Continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Tonight it's the third of this four-game weekend series between the New Britain Rockcats and the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. And before we progress any further, let's have a quick look at our two starting lineups for tonight.
What he's up there hoping to do, and that's hit the ball in the air somewhere. So
as a look, now the pitch. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. Mays is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases-loaded jam by giving up just one run. So it's one run on 2 base hits, no errors, and 3 left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Rockcats lead it 1-0. Willie Mays will step in now to lead things off in the home. Now he takes something off there as this is skied out to deep center field. Dahl has to roam straight back, but he has. Willie Mays will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get ripped toward the gap in right. No one's going to get to this one, and it should be good for extra bases. Around first, heading for second now. Around second, he'll try for third, and he's safe.
well, it was looking like he was going to breeze through another inning unscored upon, but now all of a sudden, here's a 2-out triple. He's going to need to do some work to get out of here with the shutout still intact.
Number 16, step, sets the 2-2 pitch. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And this continues right on through him as he couldn't knock it down. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out. Willie Mays offering. Now here's a line drive. That gets down. It could be extra bases. Here comes the winning run for the plate.
Take the turn, find the ball.
And they're going to walk off as winners here in 12 innings.
This is just a great finish to this ballgame. No hesitation there around the turn. Wasn't even thinking about stopping. He comes all the way around the score from first base with a winning run.
Exclusive home for minor league baseball. MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, Game 4 of this 4-game weekend set. Willie Mays will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time.
Willie Mays.
Now the first pitch. This is well struck. High and deep toward the left field corner. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. 6th home run on the season for him, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Boy, the ball is definitely jumping here early. That's the first home run we've seen so far, but it's not the first hard hit ball, and it's looking like
the new pitcher. Willie Mays will dig in. He homered back in the 4th.
Willie Mays.
First pitch coming. Oh, it's off the third base bag. And he will reach it first, but it's very possible that he might have had 2 bases there had that ball not hit the bag.
Well, I tell you, when you're on a losing streak, this is an out. When you're on a winning streak, man, these are the little breaks that you just seem to always go your way. He got himself an infield single.
set, now the pitch. Now here's the ball hit hard on the ground towards short. The second for one, and it's right over his head. And that's going to place the runner from second, as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
He might have gotten his hands moving just a little bit too quick right there, and he throws it right past the second
Dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
He tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. And he will score as well. And that's a big at-bat there as they've broken this one wide. Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. Willie Mays will stand in. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Throwing to second. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Well, this is really a laser right here. You're going to see it pretty much go right over his head out there at left. It'll one-hop the left field wall. That's going to allow his man to cruise into second with an easy double.
Nick Williams will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance.
Come on, big guy, give me your stuff right here.
1-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third. Willie Mays will step in. Coming. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the go-ahead runs in to score. Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. Willie Mays will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 pitches. Now a hard liner towards short. And that is going to be a base hit. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double.
That's how you want to answer back after giving up the lead in that last half inning. Put the pressure on right away as they get the tying run up in second here on the leadoff double.
Ronnie Cedeno get an opportunity now.
It's pretty clear that they don't want to challenge him. But this could backfire on you because that's another base runner, and that's going to put more pressure on him.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base.
Normally, when you see a guy steal third base, it's because he got a nice walking lead, really got out there nice and far. But here, he had almost no lead whatsoever when he made his break. Very fortunate to get away with that one.
And he's able to lay off there for ball 4. That'll put runners at the corners now with still nobody out. Offering on the way. That's hard hit back up the middle. And this is a base hit, and that'll get him on the board as this ball game is tied at 1.
Here you go from above, to avoid the hat trick, or worse, it'll start becoming a mind. You'll start falling into some pretty
offering. Hard hit towards center. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. Very good performance offensively for this bunch, but out of everyone, I think we should single out this fellow right here as our top player in the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as any.
The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. Number 28 steps in now. He's set, now the pitch. And this is lifted out towards straightaway center field. Mays is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Willie Mays will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Willie Mays.
Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. He'll get it into second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Yeah, real good extension on the swing that kind of throws out and gets that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head and one hops the ball out there. That's going to allow him to coast it.
As we take a look at our visiting club as they take the field here in this scoreless ballgame. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Normally, when you see a guy steal third base, it's because he got a nice walking lead, really got out there nice and far. But here, he had almost no lead.
Willie Mays makes his way to the plate to get us started here.
Here we go.
Here's a fastball that's wrapped out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Mac Williamson will stand in.
Hey, come on, guys.
First pitch coming. And there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike to throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And sometimes when you've got a pitcher who's out there scuffling a little bit, you worry more about throwing strikes than you do about the base runners. And I think that may have been the case right there.
Willie Mays will stride in. He's single.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that lead disappears with it as this is now a 3-3 ball game. Willie Mays will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Center fielder, Willie Mays.
Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And he'll have to play this off the base of the wall. Around second. He'll try for third. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. And happy birthday as they allow him to cross with the inside the park home run as he catches his breath to reflect on his good fortune. Pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
And I think, all things considered, this was really a team victory. But out of everybody, I agree, he made the biggest impact out there.
Welcome back to our minor league pregame show as we move closer to the start of Eastern League action with tonight's installment of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Willie Mays is our subject. He's coming off a very nice game in which he racked up 4 hits and just looked dialed in at the plate.
Yeah, anytime you get yourself 4 base knocks in a game, you're doing something right. You might have gotten a couple of gifts in terms of good pitches to hit, but, you know, it's not about the pitches you get, it's what you do with them. And from what I saw, the balls were flying all over the yard off his bat. That performance was big for his team, and I'm sure they're hoping he can do it again in this one.
Okay, we're looking forward to this one. Lineups and first pitch on the show coming up next. The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Game 1 here in the month of May between the Flying Squirrels of Richmond and the New Britain Rockcats. And before we get too much further, here's Over. Willie Mays will stand in. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
You know, it's always a danger as an outfielder when you try to make a play like this. You worry about that wrist because sometimes you can get it tucked under when you hit the ground and you can twist it up pretty good or maybe even break it. But here, not only does he come away on it,
he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
The batter,
Willie Mays will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
and a chance at redemption too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up.
Now meanwhile here, this ball's hit fairly well down that left field line, and it's going to stay fair. It's a home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left. 8th home run on the season for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, this is a pitch he'd love to have back. You can see where it is. Catching way too much of the plate. Now he's going to have to start this inning over from scratch, but with already 3 runs on the board.
Willie Mays will stand in again, and his at-bat back in the 8th was certainly a big moment in the ballgame. A 3-run home run that helped us get to where we are now. Comes set, now the pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And that one's out of here. What another nickel in the merry-go-round. This one is getting ugly. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his 2nd of the game, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, I think it's pretty fair nowadays to call this guy a young phenom out there. He's starting to get some national press, one of the better prospects around, and it gives you a look right there of why folks are so bullish on his future.
Deficit from growing any larger. Number 5 will step in. He's 0 for 2 to this point. Now the 1-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Oh, and a great play to make the catch there, and with that fine play, the ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory.